Hello everybody, I wanted to post this video essentially on how I gained roughly 70 pounds in the past 18 months. So this is from around June of 2021. I was 112 pounds, I am 5'8", and now I am still 5'8", but I am 182.5 pounds. Now, essentially what I've done to gain all this weight, because not all of it is muscle, but not all of it is fat. I've gained a good amount of muscle and fat. When I was 112 pounds, I was certainly underweight. I was not eating enough, so I was definitely, anyone that's 5'8", that's 112 pounds as a male is going to be considered underweight. Now there's some that might be there due to psychological issues. There's some that might be there just because they struggle to eat enough food. I don't know, they have an extremely high metabolism and they just cannot keep on muscle. And then there was me that was more of a mix of, I had some medical issues mixed with psychological issues that caused me to get myself in the situation that I was in. Now, I will share a couple things with you that I did along this journey the past 18 months to get where I'm at now. One is focusing on getting lots of fats in my diet. And the reason why I emphasize getting fats in the diet is because fats are a way, especially when they come from animal fats or oils such as olive oil, macadamia nut oil, avocado oil, etc., are such an easy way to get extra calories in your body without bloating. And what I mean by that is 200 calories from rice is different from 200 calories from olive oil, for example. You know, a tablespoon and a half of olive oil, which is like 22, 23 grams of fat, just in general, just 23, 22 grams of oil is not going to stretch out your stomach and require so much time to get in your body compared to oil per se. I mean, you could literally dump in a tablespoon and a half of olive oil in your mouth at one point and swallow it, and that's it. That's 200 calories versus 200 calories of rice is literally a little over a serving of rice. And that will be, it's literally a serving of rice, and that could take you 5 to 10 minutes, especially if you are not someone that scarfs down your food, because you should chew your food thoroughly. It's going to take more time and it's going to stretch out your stomach more, which then will make it harder to get other foods such as meats and veggies in your body, which help make a healthy person. In summary, focus on fats, prioritize fats. Even if you're trying to just build muscle or hypertrophy in general, I know a lot of people say that doing high carb and lower fat and really focusing on carbs can be better for muscle building, which, I have not had enough experience with both sides, but that is generally the consensus, is that higher carbs give you better pumps, and that helps with your recovery, or it doesn't help with your recovery, but it helps with fueling performance. And the extra carbs can help lower cortisol, which can help you in general in terms of recovery, sleep, and stress management. Next, the thing I'm going to suggest is weight training. You need to resistance train. And resistance training is essentially one of the most critical things to cause your body to grow muscle. Mind you, if you're extremely underweight and you're not eating enough protein, getting up to 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight without resistance training, again, if you're underweight, under your natural weight that you're supposed to be for your age and height, you are going to build a little bit of muscle. And that's what happened to me just by eating more calories and more protein, especially when I was in that low-fed state at 112 pounds. Now, resistance training, and especially doing less of strength training and more of hypertrophy training, which essentially means muscle building training, is going to be your best route in terms of what you're doing within the gym to maximize gaining weight. And again, while you're doing this hypertrophy training, you must be focused on eating a surplus of calories, which essentially means you're eating more calories than what you would be burning naturally to maintain the weight that you are at. So there are BMR calculators that you could do if you wanted to get a rough estimate, if you want to go down the calorie counting route. One good way to start, if you just want to play around with more intuitive eating, is if you have a plate of food, half of that plate is going to be starch, which could be potato, sweet potato, rice, any other grain that you could think of that you would like eating, such as buckwheat or quinoa, even legumes. The other half is going to be meats and animal products. So that could be eggs, ground beef, chicken, turkey, fish, etc. What I would suggest you do if you're completely new to exercise and lifting weights, resistance training in general, is to either do full body training 2 to 3 times a week. And what you would be doing is you'd want to do 3 to 4 sets, which is essentially a round. So what that would mean is if you do a bench press or push-ups, and you do 10 repetitions or 12 repetitions, and that after that you do those repetitions, that's one set, that's one round, you would want to be focusing on doing 3 to 4 sets per muscle group per workout as well. You'd want to accumulate 6 to 8 sets for the week. And what's important when you do these sets is that they're taken close to failure. And what that means is you want to leave around 2 reps in your tank, in the tank, whatever you want to call it, is when you get to the point where you feel as though you can only do 2 more reps. And if that feels too difficult in terms of learning how to gauge it, you could do it where you only have 1 rep in the tank and you only have 3 reps in the tank. Granted that your form stays good and you're not doing sloppy reps with cheating form, etc. The third final thing, which isn't as direct, but it has to do with how you approach this whole thing in general, is adopting a different lifestyle, or perhaps the mentality of your lifestyle. And what I mean by that is these suggestions that I'm giving are not something that you do short term. They're something that you want to think about of incorporating in your life for the rest of your life. Just like you have incorporated brushing your teeth every day for the rest of your life as something to maintain the health of your dental cavity, teeth, whatever you want to call it, oral cavity. You've dedicated doing that once a day, twice a day, however much you floss and brush your teeth to maintain the health of that. This is going to be same for your body, your overall organism, because the reality of it is what I'm suggesting you all do is making changes to your diet and your gym activity, movement activity. Both of these have a profound effect on your health, and building muscle has been found to have a numerous effect on your health and longevity. Essentially, you want to adopt the mindset that this is something you're going to do for the rest of your life. Like, this is a lifestyle. Now, you might not be trying to bulk for the rest of your life. You might not be trying to bodybuild, or perhaps not bodybuild, but hypertrophy training for the rest of your life. You might do a couple years of hypertrophy training or a year of hypertrophy training. You're like, you know what? I want to try a little bit of powerlifting. I might want to try a little bit of Olympic lifting. I want to try strongman training. I want to try CrossFit. I want to try, etc. Whatever else there is that also includes resistance training. Mind you, I did not mention anything there that's endurance based truly, because if you're someone that's trying to gain weight, if you're doing a lot of endurance stuff, you're pretty much making things much harder than you need to, because you're going to be burning so many more calories on these long bikes or runs. So, to summarize everything I just went through, the first thing is going to be eating enough food, but specifically getting a lot of fats in, because they are the quickest way to getting calories without just spending so much time eating, meal prepping, and just feeling bloated and uncomfortable with the food inside you. The second thing is going to be focusing on resistance training and specifically hypertrophy training. There are so many resources I can suggest you to look at, such as a Renaissance. Periodization is the first one that comes to mind, which is great, which I like a lot of their things. You all can check that out in terms of organizing your hypertrophy training. And then the third thing is adopting the mindset that this is going to be a lifestyle change that you incorporate within your life for the rest of your life, just as if you're brushing your teeth or doing any other thing to maintain your health. Because getting at a healthy body weight is an extremely important thing. So, and if you're already at a healthy body weight and you're just trying to build more muscle, then you might already have this lifestyle down, but maybe you don't have the sleep aspect down, because that's a huge thing. Are you getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night? Are you consistent with your hydration? Are you drinking enough water every day? That leads me to the end of this video. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. And yeah, toodles.